Hi everyone. If something you bought recently and it is forcing you to work, you did not buy it. It bought you. In very simple words, let's say you just bought a car and because of the car's payment, now your monthly expenses have gone up so much that you cannot sustain your lifestyle for at least 3 months in case of a job loss. Then you did not buy the car has bought you. Most people today have no idea what they can afford in life. And that's why they rely on emotions, sometimes bank approvals, EMI approvals, or peer pressure instead of real numbers. Or they just assume that just because they can afford the EMI, they can afford the item. So in this video, I'm going to show you a very simple way to calculate what you can actually afford. No complicated definitions, no difficult financial formulas, just a very simple exercise and 4 key checks that you can do before buying anything or before any kind of lifestyle upgrade. So here is a very simple exercise and it won't take more than 2 minutes. So let's say you make 50,000 a month as a salary and now you want to buy a mobile phone and you have three price ranges. So let's say the first one is 10,000, the another one is 20 and the third one is 30. Now pause this video for some seconds and choose which one would you choose for this salary, and please also think of a justification why would you choose that range, and then we will move to the next step where I'll tell you how to calculate it. Okay, welcome back. So I hope you have some number in the mind and some justification. Now let's say because of some unforeseen situations, you have just recently came to know that your income will be reduced by 50% or your salary will be reduced by 50% from next month. Now, given that you will have already some expenses on the day-to-day life, which of the purchases you would regret? So now because your income is only 25,000 and until when, you don't know. So let's say for this salary and given your all expenses, which one of the purchases would you regret? So I'm not sure what your number is, you can write me in the comment, but let's say you decided to buy for 20,000 and now you regret that no, I should not have bought that phone because now my salary is only 25,000. Then this is probably not affordable for you at the moment. So even though the EMI might be only 1,000, so this is a very simple way to calculate practically anything you want to buy. If you will regret it, if your income reduces by 50%, then it's not affordable for you. As simple as that. Now, here are 4 simple checks that you can do before buying anything just to save yourself from a financial pitfall. The first one is, does it cost you your peace of mind? If there is something that costs you a peace of mind, it's too expensive. What I mean by this is, let's say you buy something which is a exceptionally high monthly payment and you're always thinking about it, you're always stressed about it that, oh, I have to work hard to make that income so that I can pay it back, or you're worried that, oh, if my salary will stop next month, what will happen? So if there is something really worrying you about a purchase, then probably you should not buy it at the moment in life. The check 2 is a 4-month lifestyle test. How do you do it? Is, let's say you make 50,000 a month right now and your monthly expenses are 40,000. This should include all your payments that you do on a monthly basis, existing EMIs, whatever expense you have. So it includes everything basically. And then now you want to buy something additional. It could be a new phone, a new laptop, a new car, irrespective of whatever you want to buy. Just put the monthly expense, it will increase to your budget. So let's say this new thing will add another 6,000. Now what you have to do in this 4-month lifestyle test is you have to see that can you afford to have this money for 4 months in case of a job loss. So if you have this kind of saving, then probably you can afford the thing. What I mean is like you should not be in a position where just because for 1 or 2 months you didn't work, you have to bring your lifestyle considerably down. So if after adding this EMI, you are in a position to pay this 46,000 for 4 months without any degradation in your lifestyle, then you can probably afford it. Why I say 4 months is this is a common period for big companies to hire new people. It is ranging from 3 to 4 months. In some cases can go more also, or some cases less. But for a good average, 3 to 4 months is a very safe side. Now let's say another scenario where somebody makes 50,000, but they only spend 30,000 per month. And now they want to add something which cost 5,000 extra. So in this case, what they have to see is, can they sustain this amount for 4 months without breaking the lifestyle? So you see, it doesn't only depend on your income, it depends on how much you're already spending and how much you want to add. Maybe there is somebody who makes the same salary of 50,000 and they only spend 25,000 out of it, and now they want to add another 5,000. So this makes them like 30,000 for 4 months. So you see, these numbers are different for different people. So this depends on two factors: what is your current expense and what you are going to add. And then you have to decide if you can sustain this 4 month lifestyle check. If it is okay, you can go and buy it. This is not a financial advice, but this is more kind of your personal calculation, which gives you a very good check on your current financial health. So for example, in this case, if you don't have this kind of saving to cover this cost for 4 months, you should not add anything here. It means that you are already overspending and you are not in a very good financial situation. The third test is, if you must work to maintain it, it's too expensive. What I mean here is, let's say you bought a new mobile phone which is 10,000 and your income is maybe 80,000 or 100,000. Then this mobile phone doesn't really impact if you lose the job or you go to office tomorrow, because it's not that considerable payment. But let's say you bought a very fancy car and now your expenses have gone up by 20,000 a month. What it does, it now you're not in a position to be jobless. You cannot afford to be jobless because it has added so much burden to your payments. So that is why you should always consider that, will it force me to work? Maybe you are not very happy with the job, you want to switch your job, and then would this allow you to make that risk or decision? If it will not allow you, then please don't buy it. Then it's just not affordable for you at the moment. Okay, the fourth one is when people say, oh, I saved for this and then I bought it. When you are actually saving to buy something, you are not saving. You are delaying your expenditure. What does it mean? Let's say somebody tells you that I am saving to buy a new mobile phone or a new car. What they're basically doing is they're taking out an amount of money, they're keeping it every month, and then altogether they're spending to buy that thing. It doesn't mean that you could afford that thing. It means that you have just tricked yourself to mislead you that you can afford it. When you're saving, there should not be any strings attached to it. Yeah. When you're saving for something, it is not saving, it is just delayed expense. Very simple word. So saving is something that you don't know where you will have to use that money in life. So you just keep that and forget about it. So even if if you're in a habit of buying something with, accumulating the money and then buying it once, it is still an expenditure, and you should go through all the rules and exercises we just did today. And don't fall into the trap that just because I saved for it, now I can afford it. So now, here are some key learnings from this video. Don't buy anything that you would regret buying if your income reduces by 50%. Then, just because you can afford a monthly payment, it doesn't mean you can afford the thing. The thumb rule is, if you can afford to buy something without the monthly payment, then only you should buy it on monthly payment. So in 2026, if you're planning to buy something new, go through these checks. Ask you two questions. Will it control my freedom in life, or will it affect my decision making in life? And if yes is the answer to any of these questions, think again before making a purchase. Thank you very much for watching this video till the end. If this video made you understand your real affordability, or it made you rethink a recent purchase, please let us know in the comment. I make videos that help people understand better the finance, the career choices and life. If you like more clarity on this kind of topic, please follow my channel and give it a thumbs up. Thank you.